go to any multiplex, you're going to see 20 screens, and 10 of them will be Captain America, IMAX, 3D, regular, all right, standard, or whatever they call it. Okay, so you guys can make up your mind which one you want to see. You're going to see Captain America if you're a true movie fan, because the Marvel films are an event. They just are. We all know that. Okay, so here we go. Captain America, Steve Rogers forms a team of superheroes, and then you got Tony Stark. He forms another group of superheroes, and they're on opposing sides. Captain America feels like he shouldn't have to tell anyone if they need to save the world. Go do it now, do it Tommy, you don't need permission. And then you got Stark, who feels that we should be regulated because he's been in the missile and weapons business for so long. He's seen the destruction, and he knows that nobody should just go unquestioned. Even him. Yeah. Hi, this is Renee Stanley from Movie Review Relay, and today we're talking about Captain America, Civil War. All right, so this is directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, and they did a fabulous job. It's a fun movie. You're going to have a good time. All right, so when the movie opens, it opens in 1991, and they're showing Bucky character, okay, how he's programmed to do certain things. You know, there's a certain way that they program. Okay, so they're showing that. All right, so after the Marvel credits roll, we see Captain America's team, which is like Falcon, Black Widow, the Witch. Is it Wanda? All right, so anyway, they're all trying to retrieve a biological weapon. All right, so the action is just right in your face right away. All right, Chris Evans is back, and he's wielding his Captain America boomerang shield, right? Everybody loves that. He's wicked with it. Yeah, he's still. But I have to give the writers credit, and I'm going to put their name in the link, because they gave us some level of backstory, which you don't get a lot of times when you look at these action pictures. But they did show the backstory to a lot of these characters so that you could catch up. You don't have to have seen the origin story of each character in order to enjoy the movie. But you're going to love the special effects, and they kind of was showing off a little bit. There's a scene in which they show a young Tony Stark, and it's a young Robert Downey, and they pause in that scene for such a long time because they want us to say, wow, that's great, and it is great, but you didn't have to, it was kind of long. They're going to just see how good we are. We made Robert Downey Jr. look 17 again. Yeah, he looks great. Okay, so of course the special effects are wonderful. The only special effects that I didn't like is when they were at the airport, and you'll see the situation, the scene. That scene looks like any director, because I know a lot of directors here in New York, you have a lot of independent filmmakers. You guys could have made that scene. And I say that only because the way everybody was flying out in the tarmac, you know, it was like you rented the airport for a day, or maybe you green screened it, which it probably did. But my point is, it wasn't that elaborate. However, you always have to give credit to the choreographers who choreographed the fights. They are always exceptional. I saw Hope Davis. I didn't know she was in this. Some of you guys who are movie fans remember Hope Davis. She's been in a lot of stuff. She's still beautiful, and she sings so cute. It's so nice, right? He's looking at Tony Stark as this great visionary, which he is, and he's lecturing to these young people. And while he's doing that, of course, you know, everyone admires him. He's greatly admired. But there's one mother that comes along. You know, my son was killed, you know, when you guys were fighting. She didn't say it like that, but that's what she means. It broke my heart. You took away my son. Even though you guys were doing good, I get it. But my son was the collateral damage. She didn't say it like that, okay? But you understand. She's a mother who's upset that her son was killed while they were saving the world. You also see William Hurt. He is the Secretary of State. William Hurt has been around for years, right? Everybody knows William Hurt that knows movies. This gentleman is aging so beautifully. He's still handsome. You know, he's much older now. Doesn't matter. He's still this good-looking guy. He's the head of the Secretary of State. So he's the one who's telling these superheroes, you know, we got to ram you guys in. You guys you're too much. You know, you're doing too much. You're all over the world, and you're knocking down buildings, and you're killing people. And who are you accountable to? Who's going to jail? How do the families feel? You know, you guys are doing this and not worrying about the destruction that you're leaving behind, you know? So he's the one who reins them in that way. You know, he's the bureaucrat, let's say that. All right, and Don Cheadle is back, you know, as Rhodey, you know, the War Machine. And Don Cheadle, I think I told you guys last week, he's did this great film on Miles Davis. I'm coming back to it. Paul Bettany is fabulous as Vision. But when is Paul Bettany not fabulous? Love Paul Bettany, right? Everybody loves his work. He's great. Okay. All right, so I have to tell you that Chadwick Boseman plays Black Panther, and Tom Holland plays the new Spider-Man. I say the new Spider-Man, but you guys know what I mean. There's been so many Spider-Mans. We can go back to Tobey Maguire or... my point is, Tom Holland plays a charming Spider-Man. He's so cute. This little tender guy who's stuck with all of these abilities. Yeah, I guess they're going to reboot that because it starts with him 6 months after he's gotten his powers. So these Spider-Man powers are new to him, and then he finds himself meeting Tony Stark, right? One of his heroes. Tony Stark comes into his living room. Aunt May is completely rebooted too. She's the Oscar winner, Marissa Tomei, and she is gorgeous, of course. So there's no more matronly Aunt May. You got the sexy middle-aged Aunt May. We find that Bucky and Tony Stark have a serious score to settle. I'll let you see that, what the score is. It's very awful. But then there's a magical, or I should say, an unseen hand that's orchestrating this whole thing, a Svengali, an evil one, of course. And he's making these superheroes fight each other. And you guys will see what that is. Because that tells you who won. I'm not going to lie. Iron Man got some good licks in, right? He was, doing all his fancy stuff because he was mad, because of what happened. As I said, you find out what score he had to settle. So nothing's going to stop him, right? He's for blood. He's not trying to leave any, prisoners. All right, so here he goes. He's effing everybody up. But then... doesn't work out quite the way he thinks. Then he gets effed up. All right, so I'll let you see. All right, so who won? What's the name of the movie? And I've always said that superhero movies are no better than the villains. The villains make the movie. But now in this picture where it's superheroes fighting superheroes, who's the villain? Is there a third party? You guys can figure that out. All right, so just stay in your seat for the post-credit segments, and there's 2 of them. There's going to be one in the middle of the credits, and then stay to the very end. I know it's going to be 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes later. It's okay, but stay there for the last scene, which involves Spider-Man, which you're going to love if you're a big Spider-Man fan, right? Because Tom Holland is doing the most. He's very charming, but the part of Spider-Man itself is a charming part. A lot of people can play Spider-Man, but it's always nice when they do such a great job with the cast of the time. Anthony Mackie's back, Jeremy Renner, right? Our girl, Scarlett Johansson, we love her, right? All right, so you're going to have a wonderful time. Until we meet again, it's Renee Stanley for Movie Review